take it back. Twitter Spaces is changing, and it's changing for the. That's pretty funky. Crystal, you want to jump in and tell us what you're doing, and then
I'm incognito. I canceled my other one, and I decided to just make one about my business. So
wow!
Surprise!
So this is actually really important. Christina, a good mate of mine from Tampa Bay, yes? Tampa Bay?
Yes.
You cancelled your Twitter account. I thought I'd lost you, but here you are. Why did you cancel it? Why did you come back?
Well, I didn't have that many followers, and at the end of the day, like, it was all about me and personal, and I thought, I'm not really getting the traction that I want. It really doesn't do a lot of things I want. I'm just as frustrated as every other Twitter user out here, just like you, Keith. And really, it wasn't reflecting what I wanted. So I decided to get off Twitter for a bit, and then I noticed that I kept creeping back on here anyway, so I just made one for my business. And I said, you know what, I'll just put Crystal Zebra, that's the name of my business and my company, and I'll just go low-key. And I saw you on, and I had to come say hi.
Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what your business is and how anyone can help you. You're in Tampa Bay, so that's Florida, yeah?
Yes, and I work anywhere remotely. I do what they call agility coaching. So I do training and agility coaching, which is basically for tech. I work with companies to make them more agile and to have a more agile mindset, which is all about taking knowledge workers and listening to them, getting more efficiency in your business, and being able to think of things in a new way. Stay really customer centric. So it's real techy. It's also really forward thinking for large companies. And that's what it is.
I love it. And we're all sharing, we're all friends here, and we're all helping each other. This is the most important thing for me, that I'm not necessarily interested in talking to people all around the world if we're not on the same team. We're all here, we've all got different opinions, we're all friends. And let's all play the game and help each other. So there's Christina there, back in the fold, advertising her business. So that's just really, really cool. We've been covering a lot of ground. When did you come into the call? You probably missed the first 2 hours, right?
I did. Like I said, I haven't really been extremely active, but I jumped on and it said, hey, you're in there. And I'm like, I'm coming in. I got it.
And we made the top 10. Can you believe it? Bingo! Yeah, we made the top 10. Top 10, I think what that really means is the top 10 people that are in my circle on Twitter, and I'm obviously in my own circle. So I'm thinking that's probably, I'm ambitious enough to think that I'm the top 10 Twitter Spaces host on today in total. But it's a nice list. I like the t-shirt.
Own it, yeah.
Oh, I get a badge when I do my 10,000 steps. Imagine that. Imagine if we have this little badge like on your watch. For those that have a watch, you're walking down the street, you get this little buzz on your phone. You've reached 10,000 steps today. Bang! And it lights up your phone, and you get this little badge and this little symphony going on. That's what we should do every time we make the top 10. It's great stuff. It's fun.
Gamification in apps makes people do more things with apps. So if you would gamify the app and give badges for like reaching that level or doing that, you'd see a lot more than this whole pay by everything model.
Yeah, it's a different mindset. I get excited by getting my badge. I mean, I don't mind that, but I'm not going to pay $10 a month just to go for a walk. It doesn't matter how many features you give me.
I'm a Yelp leader, and every single time I write a review, I get a badge for being even more elite, and I feel so accomplished.
Bingo! Isn't it fun? Now, this is really, really important. Jason's in the call, and if he's got time, I'd love to hear from Jason, because Moneypenny really, really wants to hear how you do your multi-streaming. So Moneypenny, this is amazing. You've asked the question, we put it out to the universe, and Jason has arrived. And the way this is another t-shirt. When the student is ready, the tech will appear. I thought that was pretty clever. The student is ready, the tech will appear. Jason also happens to be a teacher, so that would also be the case. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So if you've got time, Jason, do you want to speak a little bit about the idea of what it feels like to multi-stream, or do we lose him? I think we might have lost him. Doesn't matter, he'll come back. He's a pretty funky dude. He'll find his way back. But wouldn't that be great, Moneypenny, if we got the dude to actually talk about broadcasters and what they can do? Because it did pique your interest, didn't it?
It certainly did, but I wouldn't want to bore everybody else. Maybe a straight or private lesson.
Yeah, well, he's multi-streaming to 6 different places. Also, my friend Tonya, this is actually a really good segue into this. The Roadcaster, the company name Rode, ROTHSCHILD, arguably has the best version of this, the Ferrari, if you like. They are the Ferrari. But they're expensive. So there's a lot of other companies, the Zoom, the hardware company, Tascam, and another product I use in China called Mayano. They also make products like this that are sometimes as good, but a lot cheaper. And this is actually what the show's about, so you wouldn't be boring people, certainly wouldn't be boring me. But we're waiting for Jason to come back if he can. You've got some thoughts there, Rabbi?
Absolutely. Really on something that Moneypenny had said, some of the functionalities that Moneypenny was stating about being able to essentially export audio conversations into a podcast. I really look forward to a day, hopefully in the not too distant future, where AI is able to edit many recordings, whether they're video or audio recordings, into essentially highlight reels or perhaps more long form content. But I really feel that a lot of creators need to spend too much time editing and can't do enough creating, which is really what they would like to do. I know in my case, I literally stream my life 24/7 from 6 different streams. I use Chromebooks in order to do so. I have over 100 YouTube accounts. I have over 1,000 TikTok accounts, and I realize not everyone has this kind of time to dedicate to ensuring that they get their message out. And I really hope that AI in the future will be able to take, let's say, in my case, a 12-hour video of mine throughout my day and be able to edit that very easily into a 3-minute YouTube short. I know that some apps are starting to develop these functionalities, and I really look forward to it. One last part, I really think AI can do a lot when it comes to editing audio and removing any kind of time gaps or any kind of dead space so that it is all content, and really just the ability for people to maximize their amount of time when they're listening or watching something. Thank you for letting me contribute.
I was a savage, Rabbi's a savage. So, hi, Keith and Mike.
Hi, Jocelyn, how you doing? Jump in.
Wow. No, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're asking the question, like, what kind of content do you like? I picked other because I actually like having some type of engagement or interaction with the content. So, yeah, watching videos or just listening or reading wouldn't really, satisfy me. And obviously, I'm a content creator, and to Penny's point, like, you just have to be creative in how you want to make income. And you have to just, pick and choose where you want to, showcase yourself. I think I told you about how I'm going to start, I packaged a couple of video content in my comedy to sell store my website builder. And, part of it is making that content and packaging it and all that to showcase my graphic design skills. I'm also passionate about, but then also part of it is the marketing for it. And, I know that if I am planning on being on Discord or LinkedIn or Twitter, I can definitely leverage you. But then, there's so many other platforms out there, so it's just a matter of, the bandwidth. And Rabbi, oh my God, the fact that, I heard your little equipment or what you're saying looks incredible. And, so I have a Buy Me a Coffee too as well. And there's another one too. I forgot. There was another website. It was more geared towards people outside the U.S. And I was gonna.
Is it Kofi?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me look into it. But I'm glad I found you. It's been a minute. It's been a while. So it's nice to hear your voice.
The big show's tomorrow. This is just an impromptu show. The thing that's really important, I think I really want to point this out. There's about 15 different versions of what I could be doing. Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams. And last week I did a show on LinkedIn. I promoted for a month. I did a great graphic. I spent hours and hours and hours promoting it. 160 people came. That's a big number for me. But on this call, yeah, very cool. But on this call now, I'd be very surprised if we don't crack 200 or 300 people. And it was a win. It was a Monday. I had the time. I just had a bit of fun. And like we've got 20 people on right now. And there's been 20 on consistently for 2 hours. So I'd be surprised if we don't crack 200 or 300 people. And it's a very good example of where to put your time. This is possibly why people want to multi-stream. But picking up on what Rabbi has said, there is a very, very, very useful piece of tech called Zealous. It's very useful. Don't think it works with video yet, but it's specifically designed to work with Twitter Spaces. And what it does, I think it's zealous.app.com or zealous.app. Anyway, I'll find it in a minute and share it. This particular site takes a long Twitter space and segments it into digestible 60-second snippets. Now, I know Clubhouse already has this feature, and we're all trying to catch up with that, but Zealous, a very, very cool mate of mine now, has created this app called Zealous, and it creates exactly what we've talked about. You've got this big, long session. Send it to Zealous, it creates it into several small sessions. I don't know if anyone on the call wants to talk about this while I find it, but has anyone heard of that, or do they have anything similar? What do you use, Rabbi?
Generally, I just do long form content. So to me, the importance, I like to consider my stream a human zoo. So essentially, when I sleep, when I eat, when I bathe, everything is essentially uploaded. There's been one app that I've used out. It'll take me a moment because it just came out, and essentially it's just in beta, and I use it for video. So just give me a moment, and I will look up the name of it. And it is just at the start of it.
Let's share. So the app is called zealous.app. Now this is a really amazing site, and this will be very helpful for you, I think, Moneypenny, because it takes a lot of the pain out of all of this content that we need to repurpose. It's doing a lot of the hack work. I don't know if it uses AI yet, but I'm pretty sure it would, because it does an amazing job very fast. So someone's got, they're not employed people, I'm pretty sure they'd be doing that. So while we wait for Rabbi, we've got quite a lot of people in the room. Mr. E has just given me a very good example of how we can use Midjourney, which is an graphic design app. I'd love to hear you speaking about that. Mr. E, you want to come and tell us about it? Because when you work for someone else, you go to the city and there's a big team of people doing things. There's an IT guy, there's people doing your stuff. There's a receptionist, there's people answering the phone, and you can just do your job. But when you work for yourself, you've got to do everything. And there's just not enough time in the day to do that. There's just not. So, Mr. E, how do you use Midjourney as a way of curating some of your content? It's a graphic thing, so it's not audio, but it does help, doesn't it? design brand guidelines. There's all these names for this general thing around your palette, your style, logo rules, and that gets the look and the feel, right? So when we think of a design language, when you look at a Volvo, you don't even need to see, you just know. With all of their marketing collateral. So how can you then have styles that are specific to each company to personalize this? So not only do you generate the content that's contextual to support the tweet, but you do it also with the company's design guidelines so that it has a look and feel that fits them. And so that's the type of personalization things I'm, exploring is like tool augmentation. It's just one example. But anyway, hi to everyone. Hi Nikki. I know Nikki well, Keith. And I follow you. Nick, Keith, you're kind of my crossover to the LinkedIn world. I've listened to some of the other spaces. A couple. Scott, isn't it? What do you think of it? What do you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts on how they differ, given that you've done both. Well, I think we captured it in a couple of weeks ago in that space you did. I think it was on a weekend or it was during some kids' school vacations. We would say, I think the metaphor was, on the Twitterverse, it starts you with your resume from the bottom up. You don't know your name, it's anonymous. You start with your personal interests and you move up the chain, right? With your history, you get to know people. And then, from LinkedIn, it's top down, right? With the credentials, where you went to school, where you work, and, everything's out there. So that was kind of a metaphor that fit. I love that. I quite like the LinkedIn version. It sounds clean. I can use my PC. And to answer Rabbi's question earlier, I have tried a site called BlueStacks. It's a bit clumsy. I don't personally like it, but it is there. BlueStacks.com is an Android emulator that actually takes your phone and puts it on your PC, and it's a way to do it. I personally don't like it, but it is a way to do it. So we've got quite a lot more people in the call. It's just rocking. So I'm just trying to keep up with everyone in the call. And we've been going about 3 hours, so we're really covering a lot of ground. Rabbi, you want to jump in there? I'm guessing you've got some thoughts on what's happening with these apps.
Well, yes, in particular, the name of that app that takes long form content and creates YouTube shorts that is in beta, it's called EditAir, EDITAIR. I put in the chat a screenshot of it, and I really think that really having this type of AI availability native within the app would just be much, much more helpful. I'm not quite sure why many of these apps don't work well together. Essentially, I don't understand why if I log into Twitter, I don't have the option to just select it to export to, a dozen different social media apps out there. In my opinion, it would make the platforms much more popular as opposed to essentially segmenting audiences. I absolutely understand what you're saying, Keith. When you promote, you have a huge following and you promote on LinkedIn for an entire month and get, half the amount of people that you get within a Twitter space just on a whim. It tells you something about the social media platforms and also how dedicated people are on them. I just think in the future, perhaps some of these developers will start working working better within each company so that, one day you're able to just go live on one platform and have it restreamed to as many other platforms as you like. And then hopefully have AI be able to edit that at the end and essentially have really great content without a lot of the manual tasks that it takes to currently complete that.
The utopia, isn't it? I actually predicted in 2021 that StreamYard, there'll be a version of StreamYard that will work for social audio. It hasn't happened yet, but it will. So StreamYard.com, which is a great site, allows you to take your stream, which looks great, and send it to up to 8 places. And have 10 people on the call, and you can stream to 8 different places for a monthly fee. I'm actually predicting that will happen with social audio in some format. Please let me know if it already happens, because I haven't found it yet. And it makes a lot of sense, because it is a lot of work. But at this stage, as it happens, I just do one at a time because I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. I actually tried it the other day, and my brain is a very specific brain, and it can only do certain things, which I'm proud of, but I can't do everything. It's only one of me. A couple of exaggerations there to make a point, but I guess you know what I mean. So we're just having such a great time talking to everyone. Mr. E is in the call. I'd love to hear you talk again about Midjourney and all of these content creations. Before I do that, let me just preface what you've said there. When you have content on Twitter, we know for sure that an image works about 10 times better than text, and a video works about 10 times better than an image. So a video, by definition, works about 100 times better than just text. So there's a great use case for making content with images fast. Because I don't want to make content that's just a text. I haven't ever done that. Everything's got an image or a video or a GIF or a video. So this is what you're talking about. Is that when you've got content you've got to share, you want an AI piece of tech that allows you to make images quickly. So just extend that theme a bit because it's very. Well, I'm glad you surfaced that because you did it far better than I could have. And you really captured the essence of not just what we're trying to do to use these generative tools, to create contextual content that's in the right design language, but really why you're doing it is that engagement, right? And the value to the user. And ideally, if it's not just some generic, a an IT article and it's some generic thing with a person standing there with a transparent piece of glass, around some metaphorical metadata, those are stupid, right? Because, they grab your eye, but they don't really then orient you to what that tweet or something's going to be about and act as a waypoint, right, for the overall story. So that's the ideal, is if you grab the eye and give information with it. So I think that's the intent, right, to not only increase that engagement, but then, unregretted moments of engaging with it, right? It's not just clickbait. They're like, oh, that helped organize how I frame something, right? Like a map. So, that's exactly it. And I wanted to follow up a little bit with what I heard Rabbi say, or I think it was, where you, going back and, editing and removing kind of the text space and the other things to tighten things up. And I think that's a great concept that we augmented with AI and tools like that. I've also played around, with downloading spaces like this. I don't have the powerful GPU processing available to me at the moment, but my plan is, I've tested it, to use the Whisper tools that do the audio to text translation. And these are very powerful. There's been some amazing demos by Andre Carpati, who did the original driver system, at Tesla, amazing, kind of worker in the LLM and AI space. And so he took every Lex Friedman podcast and showed how to just take a pipeline, download the YouTube, translate it to text, and now you have the transcript of every single one. So the too long didn't listen to my long monologue here is an ideal thing. He's putting this into a practical sense. You've got a recording of this Twitter Spaces update. It's changed topics, even potentially during the time. So now if you create a follow-up thread that's tagged to this, if you do a tweet of this, and then lay out it as a thread of here's what was talked, kind of the time links to the recording so that people can see, oh, I'm really interested in the whatever, this app, or I want to hear about that, somebody's experience, and they just, now they can see those topics, things they're interested in. You can use tags and tweets at the thread that take this and engage the listeners on after it's been recorded and it's out there, versus just fishing through it and catching it as my favorite 3 hours of Keith, right? Yeah, well, it's definitely coming. I mean, these tools are there because we need them. And if you look at the Twitter poll, which is sort of staying way back to what we call reset the room, for 24 people, 24% of people want to watch videos. So if you could make a little video that somehow symbolise what we were talking about, this happens to do this, tell us about this. and about 24 people, 24% of people want to read, actually 11% based on this study. 11% of people want to read about it. They want the transcript. They want to be able to download and read it on the train. So it's important that we do have some form available for people. It's not about us. It's about what people need. Too long didn't listen. I love that. TLDL. Too long didn't listen. I just made that up. I think it's going to stick with Steve. Bingo. My shows go 3-4 hours. We go in 3 hours. No one's going to listen to the whole thing. But wouldn't it be great if we had this little segue about how to multi-stream using a roadcaster? Like that was a really important conversation to have. Only went about 3 minutes, but it was right in the middle there where you got to find it, right? We can extract that out. Perfect. Exactly. Yeah. So please keep everyone in the loop about what tools you're using. And because we're all here to help, this is a very important part about my show, my shows, my community. We're all here to help. And I'll be very brutal if you're not. And I'm not here to just have you random conversations. We're all here to help each other, and we are. And anyone who's been in this conversation and the community will attest to that. I'll bring in some people about that in a minute. Let's refresh the room. Jason's back if he wants to talk about the broadcaster, and if he can. Kelly's there. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Another Aussie. That's a rarity. We're going to jump on that. Not many Aussies used to it. Conscious capitalism. Bonnie is there. You're welcome to speak if you want to. And we've got a really lovely sort of well-rounded room now. Been going about 3 hours. I might just play a little bit of music, and then I'm going to come back and reset the room. And I think maybe if everyone's in a group, we might round it out at about 3 hours or so. And that'll be a chance for me to get some lunch and go for a walk. And because I can't sit there all day, I've got things to do, and it's bloody cold in the winter. So I might just warm my feet by a natural means. I'll just play a bit of music now. Okay, we're into the third hour of Buy Me a Coffee, the Melbourne edition. It's Melbourne here in Australia. And tomorrow is the big show, which is actually in the nest. And then the show tomorrow is called How to Tell Your Story Using Social Audio. And the best person in the world to actually talk about that is Jason. He's in the call with us. He uses a roadcaster. He streams to 6 different locations. Man, how do you do it? I just love hearing this story because there's a few people that have been asking about this. Okay, I feel like I'm one of the Spider-Men in the Spider-Verse. They've got to re-explain that they're the Spider-Man of their universe. But one more time, let me broadcast it. Ready for this? Yeah, so I have a roadcaster, and the roadcaster allows me to stream our audio shows to here on Twitter Spaces, of course, but also to Facebook Live, LinkedIn Audio, our community called Podcast. It has the Bluetooth capability, so I have a second kind of burner phone, and I use that to go to Wisdom. And I did try Bluetooth into another phone to go into Instagram Live, but that was a failure. So the audio wasn't syncing, and it seems like they've got something to lock you out if you do that. They want you just to be on Instagram. So if Twitter Spaces ever goes on desktop, then I can potentially use some Bluetooth. I can use the phone I'm talking to you on for like TikTok. So it's all like it's a juggling act to get the amount of like audio in, audio out to go to proper sites. But yeah, it allows me to do the show once. It goes everywhere, and you have to repeat the show in different places. It's very essential for you because you have massive guests, like guests that take you weeks to organise. They don't have time to do it on different platforms, do they? Yeah, I know. They don't. Some of them don't even have time to talk to me on one side. Yeah. I have to put it way in advance. And what about the idea of repurposing? We talk a little bit about this, but you are a master at how do you do it and what works best for you? Because this is like a discussion we're actually having. This time, what do we do with that content once we've done the original? I think it depends on what kind of show you do, right? Like our show is fairly structured. Our science show, so there's good conversation between me and the main guest. So it's an interview, so it's really easy to edit. And then there's a Q&A at the end, which is also easy to edit. And I do record locally to my computer on a desk, so I don't trust, whatever kind of third-party thing. I trust myself. So I record my own show, and it records through my podcast link because I have that hooked up to the room. So I have like a crystal clear, really good audio for at least me, and then whoever else they sound like how they sound. So it doesn't take me that long on the weekend to edit the two shows, and then they go on to the science podcast directory as like bonus episodes. And just as many people, it's so surprising, just as many people listen to those as they do our flagship, the science podcast episode. And it just blows me away. It blows me away that just as many people listen to the recordings of our show, our audio show, live audio shows, they do like my podcast, like the episode of the podcast. The reason I'm very, very, very inspired by you in big capital letters and a big Australian accent is that you have found the perfect way to create content and build a community and create a sort of a circular, monetized society where, in the best case scenario, you may very well be able to make a living from this and not teach as much. And that's maybe one of your big goals. I think so. We're picking up steam every couple months. I think what's really exciting is there's a new podcast site called Good Pods, which I just love. And it's kind of like Twitter Spaces. It allows you to discover podcasts a lot easier. And as of like this week, we're number 4 on Good Pods in the world in science podcasts. Like we're show. We're punching way above our weight. Like we're ahead of science shows that has a team of writers and a huge budget. And I've just got our broadcaster, so it's a very good example of what's possible, and that's why, and you would attest to this, we've chatted many times, and you're a very good example of this, how much faster than if we tried to do this on our own. And it's an incredible situation with communities, isn't it? We're pushing really fast because we share. We're not holding anything back. You're willing to talk about the roadcaster for the 17th time because there's someone in the audience that needs to know. You're just a sharer. You're a servant leader. And it comes back to you. Yeah. I didn't figure this out myself. Like every step of the way, I've had help. And I listen. So that's the advice I would give is I troll through spaces, learning and listening and getting better. While I'm working on some work or projects or whatever. So it's a very good example, guys, of someone who's doing content they love, monetizing it to the point where they may even be able to give up their day job. Well, that's the ideal. And this is the segue I'd love to do. That is that Jason is using a site called Circle. In the same way that I'm using Buy Me a Coffee and Discord, which are free, sort of very low-cost products. Jason is using a site called circle.so, which is a much higher level product, but it's got a monthly fee. And he's got to such a level now we can afford that monthly fee. And he loves it because it's only one monthly fee as opposed to a percentage. Why don't you just quickly talk about why you love Circle and how people can have a look at what you do? Right, so just like everybody else who starts out, we started with one Twitter follower and one a single person that listened to the first episode. Like I think it was my mom. So you always start out with nothing. But I quickly, because I like listening to podcasts, I was like, how do you make money off of your podcast? And you you're hoping to get ad revenue, you have to be enormous. You have to have the enormous podcast, but you can ask your loyal followers to support you. So we had a Patreon account with a fairly, growing group. It was really limited with what you could do on Patreon. It was like Twitter in the sense that you could post photos and videos that would go away, but it wasn't great for a community. And they took a percentage of our patronage. And that's okay when you're really small, but as you start to grow, it can really eat into how much you're bringing home. So that's the good thing about a flat rate circle. And then circle is just like Patreon on steroids. So yes, you can post videos, yes, you can post pictures. Like there's like live chats, like Discord has got a Discord thing going on there. You can have private like live streams. You can set up different they're called spaces, which is trainer information about dogs, or people who love science. There's just like article after article about science, which is easy to follow. And then it's all gated to like Patreon. You can set it up so different levels of people have different access depending on what they decide to start with at the different levels. So you can give people free access to, which is cool because you couldn't do that with Patreon. So you can say, hey, someone's like, I don't know if I want to sign up. Okay, I'll let you in for a couple days. Poke around, see what you like. Right? And then it expires. Yeah, it expires. Yeah, wow. This is the dream. Like, when we create content, Twitter, LinkedIn, it's free. There's no one to take it. There's nothing to do. It's free and we're having fun. But then what? With Circle.so, and I use Discord, which is, we'll have another discussion about that later, but Circle gives a place for people to go. The diehard, the people that are really into what's next. I really love what you're saying. Let's get to it. And because of that, the community builds itself in the sense that the people that are supportive self-regulate. They post their own stuff, which they really can do on Patreon, right? You can see Alan, who knows everything about German shepherds because we're dogs and science. They don't work any. They're going to post stuff. I don't even have to worry about it. Because you don't have a German shepherd. No, I don't know anything about them. Yeah. And so the why this is important is that we've had a big discussion throughout the course of this time about where to take people after Twitter or LinkedIn. I still haven't really worked that out, but with Circle, one flat fee, maybe $100 a month, and then everyone joins there, and then it becomes a sort of a really enclosed, lovely, wholesome ecosystem, doesn't it? Yeah, and we've expanded to a level. They've got some really cool features now, but you do have to pay money for them a month, but it's worth it to us for our size. They have these, they're called automations, and it's amazing. And there is some it's like set up accounting, they set up, they get a welcoming email, they get a couple dog photos, I send them a questionnaire, it's all automated. It's nice, it's like very welcoming. Set up an automation, so every single person with the community gets notified, or they get notified with a picture or something, right? So there's some really cool extra jazz they have. And once you set it up once, it happens every time. Yeah, set it and forget it. This is exactly what we've been chatting about, this idea of automation. When someone joins the group, previous to this text, you would have had to have sent them an individual email yourself. Yeah. Now you just set it up that every time someone joins, send them this email and this photo. Bingo. Yeah. And there's this cute little badges you can get to, which is like a little thing by their name. You can customize it with little emojis and icons. So depending on what level they sign in as, there's a little badge thing they get. So that was always nice. Super time consuming. That's all automated now with this. I've actually given it one. I'm going to bring Christine around. We've talked a lot about the idea that on my watch I get a badge every time I hit 10,000 steps, and that's one of my motivation is to do them. I walk around the block because I'm having a fun walking, but then get this badge and I rotate my thumbs my phone and says, hey, you got your badge today? But Circle does this. There's a little gamified function that as you go up a notch, you get a different colour or a different size or a different shape. Now, what about that, Christina? This is what we've been talking about, this gamification. Have you heard of social, have you heard of this site we're talking about? Circle? Yeah, well, what have you found in regards to the training? Does it actually create a sense of excitement when someone actually gets to a level? Does it work? I love it. And so, Circle.so is like everything we've talked about so far. It has a monetary cost of about $100 a month. And that's worth it if you're at a level. And you're aiming to get to that level. And then once you do, a lot of this stuff takes care of itself. But at the start of it, we're using things like Buy Me a Coffee and Discord and these other things, which are like for the newbies. But look, yeah, I love what you said there, because the thing that I love about Buy Me a Coffee is it simulates a certain situation that we know. Like, let's just meet at the cafe, and I'll tell you what I know, and I'll help you out, and you would have bought me a coffee, and you would have, because that's the economy we live in. I'm not going to sit there staring at the wall. If I'm going to give you advice, you would naturally bought me a coffee or a pizza, and it's just a natural exchange. So the phrase has been very clever. We all know what it feels like to go to a coffee shop and meet someone we don't yet know and chat up the coffee and have a chat and then see if you like them. Maybe that day you the coffee. But I like the model. I just like the synergy and the symbolism of it. And it works for me because I love cafes. I don't mind talking about the language. I use the language of cafes. Go and have a dirty chai and scrambled eggs. I go to a cafe every week. Having a dirty chai for breakfast. So it maps over our natural language, and it doesn't make the process of taking payment so icky for those who work for themselves and have trouble with that, with imposter syndrome and all of those other things that we battle when we work for ourselves. And so it's pretty cool, Christina, isn't it? It covers a lot of ground. So we're going to talk a lot more about this tomorrow on my main show, which is Buy Me a Coffee Monday US time, 8 p.m. Eastern. But we have covered a lot of ground. I might just give everyone a chance to wrap up. We've been going for about 3 hours. I might just run on my body. I forget that I sit here for hours and hours on end. I can't be healthy. So, Jason, you want to go first? One of the main things you get out of Twitter Spaces, and I really appreciate that you keep coming back because you're a busy teacher and you've got your own show, but you're always so willing to share. What are the main things you want to sort of impart today to some of the newbies in the room? Twitter Spaces has been amazing for me to connect. I started doing Twitter Spaces. I was listening to the podcast. Nobody knew what I sounded like. They didn't know I wasn't a speaker. I'm dogs that do science. So I'm like the puppeteer. And as soon as I had a voice and people understood, they didn't think I was just a normal guy. That really allowed me to connect with our fans, but also people from of different walks of life. Like you, Keith, I believe you and Matt were the first people I listened to on social audio, and I was like, this is cool. And both you and Madeline, I never would have ever met in my entire life without social audio, ever. A marketer and some guy from Australia. Some random guy from Australia. It was so far away tomorrow. Yeah, and that's the power of social audio. And it will start small when you start it, unless you have like some really hot topic. If that's something you're pursuing, but I think the main takeaway is persistence. You can't try something once and then give up. It takes weeks, months to build a following, weeks, months to get better, weeks, months to build a community. Totally agree. I did a show in 2022 every Monday for a year. And that's about right. And I did it, I put it into my routine. I didn't do it every day. I just dedicated it on Tuesday, 10 a.m. And which is Monday in the US, I worked out the time every Monday for a year. People knew it was on, and you build up the process slowly over time. It's exactly it's a very good idea. Nikki, what do you think are the key takeaways today for you? Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I had a call that came in, and so the volume dropped on here, so I have it turned up to barely here. So for me, it's my first time interacting with you, and I think this is a good idea to kind of keep this going, because it's interesting to make connections with people that are into the tech stuff, because I know nothing when it comes to the tech side of things. It's totally, this is my first go at this. I mean, I had obviously your Facebook page where I'm sharing pictures of my, pets and, family and whatever. So this is kind of a different animal for me because it's not the same thing that I would do on something like Facebook. This is more, getting to know people I'm very into, what makes people tick these days, and how to figure out ways to kind of make people come together, like I said earlier. So, part of that is tech stuff, and, one thing is, you've got the people that are younger, they've got all kinds of different ideas, and, people that are a little older are like, oh, what the hell is that? So trying to be in the middle somewhere where everybody feels like they can engage and make things work for them. So it's a multifaceted thing, and I think it's just little by little I'm learning, and hoping to see if I can follow you. Well, I already followed you, but let's make sure I can do it. I'm not usually a first day. For hours.
Yeah, so I have no idea. I'm not worried. Every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's where it is right? When you
Eastern time in the U.S.
and so that's right, Eastern. That's 8 p.m. Eastern every Monday night, regular as clockwork. I am having a bit of a holiday in a couple of weeks, but I'm regular as clockwork. You can rely on buymeacoffeemonday.com or hashtag buymeacoffee. This is exactly what I teach. Do it every week. People will come. And they do. They have. So you're very welcome anytime. And I'm doing the main show again tomorrow. So what do you think? What do you think? What are the main takeaways here today? I know it's very late, but what do you think the main takeaways here are today of Twitter Spaces and these monetization models? We've covered a lot of ground. What are the main things?
Well, I think what I'm saying is I'm trying to understand that when you give me a little from the top, I think everyone thank you.
And thanks for the coffee. Thank you for the coffee. That's the best part. People are supporting. And I put it out there that if people want to support, they can. And they will. So put it out there, do what you're doing, be yourself. And just let people know how they can support you if they've got the funds or the inspiration. And it will happen. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. It's a very famous ad from New Zealand. I can't remember the lady's name. I'll think of that in a minute. But Brooke Stewart's wife at the time. But Mr. D, what do you think are the main takeaways from today?
So I have come on as my Spaces Radio. I was doing some work and I was happy to hop up halfway through it. Just share one perspective of tools with the use of image generation. That was getting a lot out of these communities, right? On all the diverse topics. I love hearing what other people are doing and sparks ideas. I'm happy to share. So I just love the community aspect of, on all the different topics. So thank you for hosting, Keith, and, facilitating the conversation and keeping it going. It was a great, respectful, informative dialogue. So happy to have joined you and, appreciate everyone's contribution on the show tonight. And actually, where we might be.
It's very welcome. It's a good example of what Twitter Spaces can be. I really kept it on to the topic. I had a couple of ideas and we kept the topic, and that's very difficult to do sometimes. You can go a bit everywhere, but we did bring it back, and that's very cool. Everyone got a chance to speak, and everyone gets a turn. What do you think, Rabbi? You could wrap us up, bring us home. I think we're the last speaker in the room. What are you thinking?
Certainly. Well, we came up and developed some really great ideas, and I really think everything that was discussed, from having video spaces to perhaps AI integration, to be able to really ensure that the audio is concise. Essentially, I think there's the ability to translate, provide transcriptions, perhaps create outlines to be able to just see what a Twitter space was about and see if you want to listen to them at a later time. End-to-end encryption has been discussed. And really, in my opinion, I think Twitter needs to increase the amount of project managers that it has and developers, because some of these ideas that we've had, and particularly you, Keith, they're at the current rate that Twitter's going, it will take years to develop these. And Keith, you made a really great point. Since Elon Musk has taken over in November of 2022, what major changes have we seen? I mean, aside from some Twitter Blue and allowing for 4,000 characters, it's been more than 6 months now, and we really haven't seen the development that I would have expected. I think that we need to change the status quo as users and ensure that these companies are aware that we expect these improvements to be much faster. Essentially, we don't want to wait till the end of the year for some minor updates. I expect weekly updates to provide for some enhancements. Another thing that I had mentioned was the fact that the apps should match on every platform. So if I have an Android device, it should be the same as an iOS device. It should be the same as a tablet and the same as what I see on a computer. The fact that we can't use a native app for Twitter Spaces on a computer is confusing to me. And then finally, integration, the ability to essentially stream on one platform, but have it dispersed on perhaps a dozen or so others would make things a lot easier. It would allow for people to create much larger audiences and really just become better creators. I mean, at the end of the day, we want people creating content. We don't want them having to waste their time editing content. And really, I look forward to a day, as we kind of said, the holy grail, so to speak, of apps that will when Twitter will do that for you all at once. But really, at this point, it's going to take a decade or so, and we just don't have that kind of time. I really think that, at least from a Twitter's perspective, and really all major platforms, they need to bulk up their development teams so that we see some of the results much faster. Thank you, Keith, so much, and further room for a really fantastic space.
We need to record that. That's it. Look, I actually 100% agree with you. I think some of the other sites that I have currently tested, and I'm currently testing, are a decade ahead of Twitter. And I think you're right. At the current speed that they're developing things, because they've sacked everyone, that they are about a decade behind. Now, that might suit them because maybe they're not that fussed about Twitter spaces, but there are sites out there that can do much better jobs right now. Right now, LinkedIn's very good, Discord's very good, Zoom's very good. And I use those almost every week. And Twitter I do once a month because it's not very good. It's all right. It's not very good. And so that's why I do a Twitter Spaces update, because I do a show once a month and I want to sort of hear from everyone about what's been going on. So, in the nest, if you want to just to reiterate what the show's been about, the show is called Buy Me a Coffee Monday. If you want to support the show and help me buy more tech and keep the show going, you can do that at buymeacoffeemonday.com. There's 3 different ways to support that. We've talked about that a few times, so I won't do that again. There is a Twitter Spaces or Twitter poll there. I'd love to hear your thoughts about where you want me to do my content. It seems like listening to audio is winning at 54%, so I'll keep doing that. And most importantly, probably is tomorrow's show, which is a direct comparison to LinkedIn. I did a show a week ago on this topic. I promoted it for a month, and 160 people came. Not a bad effort, a lot of work. I'm directly doing this comparison tomorrow to see how many people I can get to the Twitter version of the same content, direct comparison. And that's one. So I'd love you to come to that and see how that all works. I will indeed do more shows on LinkedIn as well. If you're there, please contact me at TRILLIONAIRE on LinkedIn. So that's it from me. I'm going to have a rest, go and get some food, play a little bit of funky theme music, and then I'll see you all tomorrow.
That was a really good show. Really? Well, yeah, it's better than getting a cat. I'm still stuck on that. That was a good one. Is that a good one? Oh. It doesn't break open. You just eat garlic? Damn. What are these bitches? That was a good one. Why? Because you got some good followers and something about that guy. Big dude.
Give us a song if you want to. Music. Oh my God, you're so brutal. Just give us a song. That doesn't sound too even right or day.
People are so mean. I know that not being especially I would say girls on fucking Twitter Spaces. Really? Yeah, it's like nice. Well, nice people don't want to go on here. The guys are assholes too. I just shouldn't say, but it's not like a lot of them. I mean, I'm trying to think. Have girls just gotten meaner? I think they have. I think everyone's just gotten meaner. Yo, dog. What's that one thing? Future timeline? Yeah, but you know there's another one. Oh, was it? Planet Earth. Apes. Launch planet. Another planet on there. Read. Oh no, no. You like this one? No, not mine. Yosh. Bowling Green Media Guy. Just Bowling Green. Have you? I've been to both Bowling Greens. I think there may be more, but I've been to the one in Ohio. So Bowling Green and Kentucky recommend going back. I'm not been there. Future timeline movies. Okay, stop. Like, what the fuck? It's got all of them. It's like, what is wrong with your search? You guys suck. Search sucks. Do you have to queef? I'll queef down your side, right? It's whatever you want it to be, baby. Two point two million tweets. You have that many tweets? I wouldn't even think that's possible. Yo, dog.
Or denying care from the hospitals. I mean, it would have been fine if they were actually treated, but the system was corrupt. The CDC was doing it. That's not a problem. And the hospitals are working, all the orders from the CDC to the doctors, and you don't go along with this, you're fired. Go after your license too. All that, those two things combined to create part of that 2020 budget. Yeah, and there's another great point. 2020, 2021, we touched on that. Yeah, we talked about that. That's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. What's going on there? Oh, no. Okay. Bear with me. 1 second here. There we go. All right. So this is from Jackie. Australian tests implementing patients routinely at fitness sites like PCR. That's the 0.002% positive rate that they found. Meanwhile, people with positives, he says, irrespective, there was effectively no move from March 2020 all the way through 2022. And he's got the receipts here to prove it and bring this up. So you see right here, this is for 2021. See that red line across the bottom of the graph there? That's the flu in 2021. Where did it go? What happened to it? Why are there only 10, 15 cases when before you had 10, 20, 25,000 cases in Australia? You go on to the next one. And of course, here's the data. 160,127 samples tested across their single laboratories. 37 have been positive for influenza in 2021. Okay. 2022 comes along. There's the red line. And look, magically, now that COVID's over, it's back. How about them apples? How did that happen? How is it that right back here, you can see it just disappeared in 2020, 2021. It was there in previous years, and then 2022 it comes back. Well, the answer is because it's a bioweapon that they're releasing in order to sell vaccines. They are robbing people of money because they are not a company. They're pharmaceutical cartels. And these guys are oblivious to reality. They hate to break it. Welcome to the real. Great point. Thank you for bringing it up. Appreciate it. Let's keep going here. 21, it actually went down compared to that. And of course, we had had 4 cases of COVID in 2021. So, and then you look at the last look at countries like Sweden, no, right, any of those men. And we know that myocarditis is one thing. We talked about that. Sweden, 40% rise in all-cause mortality, and then went back down. What happened there? It ride. But the vaccine is part of it. We cannot translate it down. We know this from scientific studies. Well, actually, in Japan, it has translated into deaths because they have one of the highest vaccination rates. I can't remember if it was 92% or 86% for in there. Very high compliance. And, very low cases. And then they get first wave, and then the next wave is bigger, and then the third wave, which just ended recently, the highest yet. So if they all got vaccinated, why are they getting successively increasing waves of death? And they scapegoat this away by saying, well, it's less than other countries, so therefore it's fine. Well, okay, did your mom predict that this was going to happen? Is this the last wave? Are we going to see any more? Because what it looks like is an exponential increase. What happens if it keeps going? Your hypothesis will no longer be true. And I really think that's what we're waiting on here. It's going to keep getting worse, and these guys are going to find it harder and harder to excuse this. Look at that. For example, in small biolab, the time the vaccine, and Asian, of course, on Asian, the people related, no, especially with such a pregnancy, because the LGBTQIN organization that I want to remain a member of, it took $2 million to make sure that they can say that. At the same time, we saw that once again, Sweden is also not a good, or I guess the thing is problematic because what did they do that was different from everybody else? They didn't slow down. Everybody got natural immunity before they got the shot. Most likely in the United States. How can I tell her without hurting the 44-year-olds after getting vaccinated negative excess death? 44-year-olds in Sweden, 86% have had at least 2 doses, 67% have had at least 3 doses. And it went down negative. And so again, we have studies from Denmark, we have studies from the UK, we have studies from all over the world showing that we have studies from Asia that show that that's not the case. Why? Because they were likely already exposed to SARS-CoV-2, or at least the most variant of it, their previous lab leak. Because SARS-CoV-2 didn't break out in lab when we were doing it, it had already escaped the lab. Previous iterations have already escaped the lab, especially in Asia. That's why the data is different. And these guys don't understand that or don't even think that's a possibility because they don't understand Charles Ricksley's work and the history of the development of this thing and how it's been funded by DOD, DARPA, NIH, and so on. That is the reality. And here he is, having this possible bullshit upon which all of their arguments rest. And I come in saying, hey guys, there's problems with this data. You're crazy conspiracy theorists. The ethical skeptic is making it up. We're not even going to elaborate. People should be side effected. All upset up. What the are real side effects that are affecting him, like they're discovered like some good studies, then we acknowledge that. We don't hide them. That's real information. Just the person that is here to make evidence understand that the heritage are only one of them, or we try to that we have others. Like one of the other ones, ICANN had to sue, Aaron Siri had to sue to get those records out, and what it showed didn't look too good either. Okay? And it's just a patent issue, something we're not checking the rating for anything. We know it's just rating there. Like blood crushing. It's the visual one that happened, or people talk about, suicide, murder, all kinds of crazy stuff that gets submitted to there. We don't have any suicides or murders or people jumping off buildings or dying in car crashes and the COVID numbers, do we? Those obviously aren't legitimate. No, they're not. No, in fact, the side effects are also even before first. I mean, he's saying they're not legitimate. Probably correct, but could it change? Cause some kind of physiological change in the brain that makes you suicidal? Could there be some kind of compounding reaction with medication that they're taking that made maybe an SSRI or something that made them suicidal? Probably not, but maybe. Yeah, pulling it out. Yeah, I disagree with that. COVID because it's only 3% of air sports vaccinating could be directly associated with the vaccine. And of course, there's a lot of, especially not like air doctors, usually when there was underreporting. There are so many thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people injured by these shots that have never made it into bears. My brother's one example of that. There's dozens and dozens of people in my audience that have come on this show and talked about people they know that are vaccine injured. None of them have been reported. Reporting wasn't major serious side effects, it was like small minor side effects, like sore arms, or like fevers, or like rash, those things that weren't getting reported before COVID. But after COVID, everything was getting reported because we had a nurse watching us for 30 minutes and got infected with both monsters, tested. Of course, I read a tweet today. Somebody on a security guard at one of the vaccination sites, but he said about 20 people per day were passing out after taking a shot. That's one site. There were literally thousands upon thousands of those sites just in America. study that it means nothing to get past this worldwide, this worldwide laws of this vaccine. Certainly not like in South America, where they would do a local swab for infection on the vaccinated, and then they would send one to New York for Pfizer to do the test. And it turns out that just enough of the ones of the vaccinated people that tested positive, tested negative, somehow made it just disappeared. But that test that Pfizer ran in New York became that negative, so everything was fine, and it was just enough to edge out the unvaccinated and show a vaccine efficacy. So the data is evident from all these trials where, at Tavia, where the CEO of the company running the trials and the CRO that was running the trials actually participated in it and got his family to enroll in it because, hey, that's just another patient they get paid for. That was all fine. The fact that they didn't do proper cold storage, chain of custody, and let them out for too long and the shots mandated, that's all fine. These trials were bulletproof, guys. Researchers who have never been again, never communicated or coming up with this data showing that it's efficacy, they showing the safety, and of course we still have people that deny this, but the thing is, the fact can't change, even if they deny it, a lot of them are having trouble these days, and that's part of the it's over, we should officially say it's over. The anti-vax narrative scientific arrogance and ignorance right here. These guys are proclaiming at this point, with everything we're seeing, with everything we know, it's over. Clearly the vaccine worked and the anti-vaxxers have been wrong about everything. Exit, yes. USA, I just took it with every one of their damn arguments to shreds. Of course, what they talk about, the increase that wasn't there in 2020,